Just gone live now, and today I'm basically talking about. I mean, taking questions from you about anything that you want to talk to me about. So just waiting for the first few people to enter the session, and uh, and ask me the initial questions for today. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. Is there some issue here? Yeah, I think you guys can see me live. Hi Karthik. Hi Nimisha. Welcome to the session. So CAT 99.71 IMB chance and should data scientist. Yeah, I think you got an IMB chance at 99.71 definitely. Why do I fear solving questions even when I have covered the basics? Shiv, I think when you prepare for the CAT and we prepare for MBA, you basically start you basically start building ability, and once you've built ability, the next step is to build to actually build uh, to build belief. So if you have built ability but not built belief, you can actually think of. I mean, you will actually experience what you're talking about. So build ability, then build belief. The fear will go away. Niti Mumbai is a great college. You can actually look at it. Certification courses after BBA, you rather than courses, you should focus on the learning you want to focus on. Define what learning you want, and you can then decide the courses based on the subjects you want to do. Right. Offline and online. Offline, we have got a center at Connaught Place, Delhi, so you can come there. And online, of course, you can join from the Mindworkzz website for my classes. CAT not gone good. Repeating for CAT 23. If you're repeating for CAT 23, the first focus. I'll keep taking questions when I'm answering because I'm on mobile today. So questions will keep going away. I can read the question briefly, and then I'll be answering one question at a time. So this is an important question that a lot of people are asking me. CAT 23. So I'll pick up the valuable questions and keep answering them. After response sheet, I think it should be out any day. Uh, with respect to CAT 23 preparation, if your CAT is not gone good, Varun, you can get a cap round definitely with your percentile, and given that you are an OBC 87 percentile, you should get it. So going for CAT 23, the first focus is to actually rebuild your basics. So do one round of preparation, maybe a faster round, than normal. So if you are a fresh student who's just started preparing, it would take you approximately 5 to 6 months to do a round of preparation. Because you are not a fresh student, you are doing it again. You will kind of take a 3 month timeline to finish portion once, and then you try to look at again I mean, you can actually start doing your tests, etc., from March onwards if you're going for CAT 23 as a second attempt. 236 NMAT Mumbai chances है 100% guaranteed नहीं, लेकिन you are somewhere on the borderline. Rahul, I want to prepare for CAT but do not have great profile. 9.2 65. It's okay. मतलब you can deal with the profile. There are a lot of good colleges now, right? What will be roadmap to McKinsey, BCG, Bain after going to a decent MBA college? Top the academics there. Do well at the B school, and you will get good quality placements from there. Bhavok, general non-engineer, what calls to expect? 96.4 percentile. 96.4 percentile pe you non-engineer ho, to you can even expect calls from some of the blackies. Right. So if you, I mean, this is one mistake that you should not do. Enrolling for only one exam, you should give as many exams when you're taking your B school attempt. You should try to maximize the number of exams that you take. A lot of people put all the eggs in the cat basket. And uh, uh, UP, I think your percentile required is going to be around 97, 98 for top colleges, plus 97, 98 plus 95 percentile SC. Uh, you'll get calls, right? 98.4, but 67% VRC. I am call. Yeah, I think Blackie में थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा 67.4 in VRC. So you what you do is you look at your hard stops. I mean, there are a lot of colleges which will not take you as a hard uh, as a hard cutoff in the sense that there are some colleges who talk about 70 percentile or 80 percentile as their cutoffs in individual sections. So if you got a 67.4 percentile in one section, you will not be qualifying for those colleges. But apart from that, almost all other colleges will call you. 236 NMAT, I think all other colleges apart from NMAT Mumbai, Narsi Monji, you'll get most of this. IMA का FABM is not very difficult to get into. 92, 93 पे भी call आता है. Depends on whether you've got something in your graduation which is close to that, right? CET strategy for JBIMS. JBIMS, CET is basically a speed exam. So you have to try to get to a 1 minute, 40 seconds, 50 seconds per attempt kind of this thing. And it's like a speed test completely, right? Blackie आ सकता है तुमको 97.8 पे, yes. Safe it cut off IMA, I already said. Raghib Gem 96.75. Calls ABC से नहीं आएगा शायद, उसके ऊपर आ सकता है, उसके नीचे आ सकता है calls. Blackie slightly difficult, maybe Shillong, etc. You might get. Overall 87, can I apply to IMI Delhi? Maybe. Varun, yes, you can, maybe. Priyansh 96.07. ZAD essay का topic कौन सा देखना चाहिए? Prakash Joshi, ZAD essay के लिए you should look at the past year's papers का essays, and एक general list है. I think Meenakshi ma'am will be doing something on her channel about ZAD essays, तो उसको देख लो, उसको follow कर लेना. CAT 86, 87.6 general में नहीं, lower baby IM से आ सकता है. 194 NMAT, again lower colleges under Narsi Monji. 22 में अगर CAT दिया है, 23 will be, I missed that question, I'm sorry. Studied hard but failed. देखो, the CAT exam is not just about how hard you study. It's also about studying hard and performing on the exam. So it's about both those things. It will not just work if you are just studying hard, and that's one of the reasons when you prepare for this exam, even for next year, if you're preparing, you have to manage your performance also on the D-Day. So both things have to fall into place. Ability has to improve, performance has to come out on that day, right? CAT 95.8, general non-engineer male 95.8. What to expect? I think new IIMs, baby IIMs definitely. Randhir Mishra sir, let me talk to him. I'll he's got busy with a lot of stuff, and I will this thing. Parag, 29 years of age, regular MBA having 20. I mean, yeah, you're on the borderline. You can do a regular MBA. There's nothing wrong in doing that. कर सकते हो पराग. Blackie calls आ सकता है. देखो, speculation है mostly. देखो, there is not very clear clarity about कि ये होगा and ये नहीं होगा. So if I say I can talk about chances कि chances ज़्यादा ही कम है, but otherwise again I don't have the final say on that. So anything I say will be speculation with respect to this thing, with respect to which call you will get, etc. So broadly, if you've got, I mean, I'll just give a rough thumb rule. If you are a GEM, general engineer male, 98, 99 के ऊपर Blackie calls आएगा, उसके नीचे नहीं आएगा. अगर तुम नॉन इंजीनियर मेल हो तो 95-96 पे लोअर ब्लैकी में लोअर कॉलेजेस आ सकता है. You might get some of the lower colleges of Blackie, but you'll get Shillong and all, and you'll get pretty much all the calls, all the other calls, etc. So, 4 different jobs in 2 years. How to justify in interviews? What is your justification for yourself? Right? Look for the justification for yourself and try to answer. What if you have got an answer for yourself, you can answer it. Answer it to anyone else. Right? 82 percentile SC category में calls आएगा, काफी calls आएगा. ठीक है? The messages are coming at a very fast pace now. I'm new joining, if new IIMs, if I am at 12 lakhs. See, when you join an IIM, rather than looking at taking all the questions, I'm trying to give you deeper answers to the questions I can actually read through. So when you look at new IIMs or whichever IIMs you look at joining, and you're looking at doing an MBA, the focus is on building yourself up to this thing, and it's not just about measuring how much you enter with in terms of money, the level of salary, and how much you're exiting with. Of course, there has to be a delta in that, but the more important part is, did it put you on the path of growth? Did it change the kind of work you were doing, etc.? Because ultimately, as I always say, that if you can actually start breaking the glass ceiling at the top of the corporate ladder and start reaching the top, then last में 2-3 साल 4 साल के अंदर तो you will earn all the deficiency that you had in your income in the first few years of your life. So the whole idea of a good career has to be to reach the top, and reach the top of whatever industry, whatever profile of work you plan to do. Try to do that, right? Diploma engineering after 10th eligible. Yeah, diploma marks will be considered to be equal to CAT marks, right? So should fresher pursue any sort of certification before GDPI round? मेरा चैनल पे जरा सर्च कर लेना, प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग पे वीडियोस 2-3 मैंने बनाए हुए लास्ट 2-3 साल में. Lot of you asking me that on the chat, so you can actually plan to actually look at those videos and define your this thing. CAT preparation with bank and SSC is okay. There's not much difference. I mean, if you prepare well for the CAT, you are automatically prepared for bank and SSC. You don't need to do much apart from the extra question types and reasoning that are there in those. 25 years old. Could you repeat that question? I was just trying to read that question halfway. और दूसरे questions आ गए. 2 years gap. How to defend an interview? You have to find an answer for what you did. 98.63 percentile, your worst performance in CAT, 25 years old. If you're working, you can take another attempt if you want. I mean, it's a 50-50 call actually. There are no right or wrong decisions in this. The decision that makes you feel good about it is what you take. So if you think 98.63 percentile is much below your level, and your level is much higher, and you think you can do it next year, then there's a argument to wait for the next year's exam. But then if you take that argument and you stick to that argument and you take the decision to give CAT 23, there are no guarantees, right? There are no guarantees in life. So what if things don't work out next year and something happens? Because those 2 hours, no matter how well you prepare, those 2 hours are very variable in terms of what happens to you and whether you can control what happens to you in the exam. So that's why I tell people that, but I mean, you have to be mature enough to say that, okay, if I take that decision, I'm willing to be in the same spot. I might get a 98.63 this year. I might get a 94 next year. I don't know, right? So it's not in my control. What is my control is my effort and my complete dedication and focus while solving the exam, and I'll accept the results as they come. So if you're ready to take that risk, you can go ahead and face the consequences. The benefits will come to you. In case next year इससे खराब हो गया या इसी level पे आ गया, So then that's you have to be a man or a woman and face up to that, right? 21-year-old, I think you should try again, Gnash. 21 is no age to jump into a B school. You can easily wait for a year, right? So, oops, this, the messages. What should my prep plan for 2023? I've released a video yesterday. Please look at that. Right. I got an average placement. Should I drop for my CAT 23? Yeah, maybe. It depends. I mean, see, if you're already placed and you are outside college, then you should try to take up the job so that your profile builds along with your profile builds up and you start doing some job, and so the pressure of you is off you on the in the exams. That percentile 25 marks, 25 marks में 92 93 percentile type कुछ आएगा, right? 98 percentile OBC fresher, 98 percentile पे आएगा score. You'll get calls for OBC definitely. OBC non-engineer 93 percentile, maybe ABC. I mean 95 96 पे OBC में ABC आ जाता है. Sources for DILR 2023, you can still use my books. My books are pretty comprehensive for that. उसको अच्छे से solve करोगे तो you'll find a lot of value in them. Of course, I'm revising those books, the DI and LR books for next year, but they'll only come in by May June, right? So books plus mocks I think should cover it, right? XLRA conversion के लिए 40 plus try करो, 35 plus में आना start हो जाएगा. FMS कट ऑफ SC कैटेगरी में FMS कट ऑफ लो ही रहेगा, 80 75 80 पे आ जाएगा, right? So lot of questions popping up at a speed at which I can't read. So maybe I'll repeat this session tomorrow then, and I'll be on my computer hopefully tomorrow. I'll try to do that. If you're given CAT 22 in the final year, you can definitely repeat it next year, right? So what should I do after 3.5 years in IT sector? 3.5 years in IT sector के बाद MBA कर लेना चाहिए. I think that's a good idea. GMAT with 2 years experience. I mean 2 years is slightly on the lower side. 3+ years experience is ideal for GMAT, right? BBM आ सकता है 92.53 पे. Yeah, you can get it. 96.07. थोड़ा shorter कर दो अपने messages, because by the time I can read your message, I get it's going away. A lot of people are putting up solving LR book. I decided to go for your 4 CAT books. Help me. Thank you so much. LRDS 72 percentile, 96.07 पे आ जाए. calls तो you can expect decent 96.07 percentile पे. You should get some decent calls. That's the good part of preparing for an MBA now. You've got the IIMs, you've got the new IIMs, you've got the baby IIMs, you've got the Blackie IIMs, you've got the IITs, you've got so many other colleges. So you will have a plethora of calls. You just have to take a decision about whether you want to join this year or not. Ideal month to start adding mocks. Earliest can be March. It can be May. Depends on the preparation cycle. Latest should be July, but you can start as early as March also, right? LRDF 42, 93 percentile, but LRDF 42. So any colleges which have sectional cutoffs, hard sectional cutoffs, will not take you, right? So chalo. So I guess I answered your question, Satyarth. March is the ideal month to start. Earliest to start, March is a good time to start. Otherwise, May, latest by July for your mock tests. ठीक है? Apart from ISB Hyderabad, does any other college require minimum 2 years work ex? I don't think so, except the executive programs of most of the colleges. The executive programs will ask you for minimum 2 to 3 years of work-ex, right? So the ISB is like an executive program only. So even IIM Ahmedabad has an executive program, Bangalore has one. So all of them will ask for minimum 2 3 years of experience, right? 94 percentile this year after 98 last year. Who was that? मोर कैलकुलेशन वीडियोस, कैलकुलेशन का पूरा कोर्स है मेरा मेरे अरुण शर्मा एकेडमी चैनल पे, उस पर देख लो. दैट चैनल आई एम डूइंग इन हिंदी मोस्टली, सो उस पर देख लो. आई डोंट डू मच ऑन दैट रेगुलरली. Is MBA really worth it? Depends on whether you have, whether you can use it or not, right? So it's a good course. It creates it is like a finishing school for you. It changes your perception, your ability to understand things, to analyze things. A lot of things happen in a good B school, and if you can use that, you can actually go places, as a lot of people have done. So chalo, I think I'm out of time today, and it's not a good idea to sit on my mobile and talk to you guys, because, or maybe I should have my laptop next to me so that I can read the questions better. So tomorrow let's hope I'm better prepared for the session, and I'll see you guys. Keep the faith. Do follow the channel. Do subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, मेरा एक TEDx वीडियो अभी रिलीज हुआ है, TEDx IIM संबलपुर में. I'll share that video on the post by tomorrow. You can have a look at that. And I've talked about the 7 principles of success in that. And the first of them is to talk about, the first point that I've talked about there is about, so I'm going to end with this message, and this is a motivational message for all of you. So I'm not taking any more questions now any longer. We'll talk about questions tomorrow. Thank you, Sachin, so much. And so I talked about this, that the first principle was that when things happen to you, there are things which are they are controllables, and they are non-controllables. So if you have that vision, and you develop that vision to actually differentiate between the controllables in your life and the non-controllables in your life, and not be bothered about the non-controllables and focus only on the controllables and focus on controlling the controllables in your life, you'll start seeing that you'll start doing much better with who you are, and you'll start doing much better with your resources, with your talent, with your energies. And my advice to you as we wind up today's session is to start putting that blinker in your mind. And when something happens to you, when something happens around you, you put that controllable or non-controllable question mark in your head. If it's controllable, give it your best shot, give it your entire focus. If it's non-controllable, allow it to be, don't allow it to bother you, and you will see that you start doing much better with your opportunities and with your life stages and in your life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon tomorrow, 11 o'clock again. And good night, everybody. Bye-bye for now. See you. Sorry, I can't take all questions. Please put your questions if you have questions. I'll look at the questions on this chat tomorrow morning, and if you have questions not answered, please put it on the comment section of the chat. You'll have to comment separately, not the live comments, because those will disappear after the video. So put those on that, and we'll try to get them answered tomorrow. I'll try to answer them tomorrow in the morning. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you. How do you end this?